Welcome to the Phlarpin Podcast. Phlarp stands for Park Hills Live Action Role Players. We are a medieval fantasy-themed LARP group that engages in unscripted combat against each other using padded LARP weapons and a shared combat system. We operate out of Park Hills, Missouri every Sunday from 1 until 5 p.m. It is our hope here at the Phlarpin Podcast that through the utilization of this platform, we can expand on the ideas and suggestions taken from our players in order to maximize player retention and to expand our player base. The Phlarpin Podcast is made possible by support from our players and listeners like you. If you would like to support us, please visit our Patreon, where you can do so for as little as $5 a month. Also, any engagement on our YouTube or Facebook pages is much appreciated, and thank you for listening.
Boop! I gotta take my earring out.
Welcome to the Phlarpin Podcast, where we're having technical difficulties.
With my earring out!
I'm one of your hosts, North, or Jason Smith.
And I'm Brandon Fraser, or Daveen Alwyn. We have
Who are you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say we have a guest today.
I'm Dr. Bosler, or Lynn.
Dr. Bosler. That's how you first introduced me to her.
Yeah.
I was like, who's that?
That's really
Dr.
awkward.
Bosler.
So awkward.
Was it?
That is, like he said it at work the other day. It was very awkward.
Yeah, that's fair. Why are you just smiling ear to ear? You just don't have
I'm just
anything to
thinking
add?
about it, yeah. No, I mean, they acted like, yeah, they're like, it's weird, why you calling her? They said something like that, or did you say that?
I said
Because I
that,
had
yeah. I
not
think
called
they
you Dr.
were
Bosler for a while.
fine.
Yeah.
Like, do they know?
Hey, you?
No.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
a total
oh, no.
secret.
They totally...
They know.
made a paper plane and threw it at us, so...
Yeah.
Oh.
I was working the desk. I looked down, there's a little paper plane laying at my feet. And I opened it up and it said, "We see you." And it had two
Like,
big
we
eyeballs
know.
on it. Yeah.
So we're on to you. Yeah,
Yeah,
with big
yeah.
eyeballs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. It's kind of awkward.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. So what are you going to do about it? Nothing?
We're working up this great kiss.
Yeah?
I'll show
Yeah.
it to you afterwards.
On one of the dogs?
No, that's
No.
that's
No.
non-consensual.
That's weird. Okay.
That's non-consensual.
You say that.
Only whales.
Right. Blue whales?
But only for like 2 or 3 seconds. And then they're out.
So anyway, this is the Phlarpin Podcast.
Woo!
So where
Yep.
do we want to start today?
I guess, I don't know. Recap?
Yes, I don't know. Well, we can start with the recap. Recap sounds
I
good
think
to me.
recap's good to do first thing.
Okay, so just to clarify, today is Sunday, November 26th of 2023.
You want me to do Eric's part?
What is, oh, yeah, the weather and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Let's see how good you can do it. Because,
Okay.
I mean,
Thanks for tuning in. This is Eric.
is that weird for you?
Yes. And today is... Oh,
Come on, you got this.
hang on.
26th. It's the
The 26th, Sunday, November 26th. It is currently 33 degrees outside.
Mm-hmm.
And today we had a high of 43 and a low of 31.
Yeah. Yeah, he does it better,
Okay.
clearly.
Well, I didn't have it. It was impromptu. I didn't have any practice or anything.
That's
you
fair.
know, so
He does it a lot. He does have a lot of practice at it.
what else does he say? Is that it?
That's pretty much it. Sometimes he talks about the traffic in Bismarck, but it's
I
always
don't
like,
know about that.
oh, the traffic in Bismarck. Well, there is no traffic because it's Bismarck. That's basically what he says. And then sometimes he'll tell you, like, if there was a sports game, like mostly football, if there was like a football game on like a Thursday or a
Okay.
Monday.
Well, I
he'll
didn't
say
set
about-
my lineup for fantasy football again.
You
so.
never do. And honestly,
I did only the last 2
you
weeks.
beat me the 1 week when you didn't set your lineup, and I probably am not going to make the playoffs because of it now.
Yeah, that's what my sister was saying.
It's really embarrassing.
Yeah.
It is what it is, though.
Good job.
Can you guys mansplain football to me later?
No.
Oh, I'll do it right now if you want.
I don't have any idea.
So there's some guys, and there's a
Oh
ball.
my gosh.
And it's called football, but they
I
don't
think
really
both.
use their feet that much.
They don't.
Kinda
That
complicated.
is true.
Why is it called football
True.
overseas?
Is this like soccer? I mean, yeah.
No,
Soccer.
It's not. Why is it called soccer? Now we're on something completely different.
Football.
Football?
Football.
I don't know. Anyway, so back to the recap. We started with a costume contest today because
I was not there.
you weren't there. You think you would have won had you been there?
I think if
In
I'd
this garb?
drawn this down a little bit, maybe I don't know. I didn't see the other costumes.
So everyone wore their normal garb.
Okay, and hopefully
There was
maybe-
no new costumes.
sweet.
However,
I had chicken strips to get to, so
did you have like a dipping sauce with
I
them?
did. I had white gravy and mashed potatoes.
I'm not a white gravy guy.
Oh, it was good.
Where'd you get these
My
chicken strips?
mom's house.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Well, maybe they were okay
Yeah.
then.
No, they were good. I
Like
liked
I'm
them.
more of a brown gravy
told me.
kind of person.
Of course, you're a brown gravy.
What is first off, what's that supposed to mean? I like white gravy, like sausage gravy on biscuits, but not with my chicken.
I don't know. It's good. I didn't used to. Now it's good. It's so good.
Like you just prefer?
The brown gravy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it
like
tastes
you
better.
would eat the white gravy. with
Yeah,
chicken,
yeah, that's
right?
true. I
mean,
need a
pot
sauce.
roast.
We need a sauce.
I mean, pot roasted mashed potatoes and brown gravy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, I'm with you there.
Chicken.
Let us know in the comments, do you prefer white gravy or brown gravy with your chicken strips?
What kind of gravy?
That's kind of weird. We said no weird shit.
You're making it weird.
You just like seduced the camera. Calm down. Anyway, costume contest. That happened. It was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
In third place was Valnier Greystone.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I should have said this beforehand, but congratulations to everyone who participated in the costume contest. We appreciate you. But yeah, third place was Valnier Greystone. Second place was Heston Iverson. And then I was actually pretty happy about the winner today. I felt like he deserved it. And he won by a landslide. I don't know if I should say that, but he did. It was not even close. But congratulations to Roford, who won first place in the costume contest today.
Good job, Roford.
So, and then you should read Last Man Standing, because I think it would be big-headed of me to read it.
Well,
If you can read my chicken scratch here.
so we played Last Man Standing first.
Yeah. Yeah, after the costume contest, of
Yeah.
course.
Third place was Rose the Heifer.
Congratulations, Rose.
Second place was Heston Iverson.
True dat.
And first place
Mm-hmm.
was North. No.
That is so cap.
Are you just waiting on that over there?
no, that was a complete accident.
Oh, okay. Well, it was very fortuitous. And first place is Daveen. So good job,
Thank you,
Daveen.
thank you. Hold the applause, hold the applause.
I'll try. I did it.
I'm so proud of you.
Okay. And then I guess you want to keep going, or you
Yeah,
wanna
sure,
read
I
more?
can keep going. Do you want a piece of this too?
You want in on this?
What
this
am
is
I-
what we played.
Yeah, just
next.
give it
Is
back.
it like the chicken
just give
strips?
it back. No. See what I'm saying? All right. So, and then we fought bravely and with all our might in a scramble. That was actually a lot of fun. It was a little chilly today, so the scramble kept us pretty warm. We were able to. I think we played that for almost an hour. Or excuse me, fought hard for almost an hour. But that was a good time. And there's no winner for that event, so it was just us going out there and fighting each other over and over and over, and I had a good time doing it. So,
What do you think about Scramble?
yeah, what do you think about it?
That's how I prefer my eggs.
Okay.
Really? I think I prefer mine fertilized.
Oh, I mean,
No?
that's a little awkward for the chicken. But
Yeah.
we know your view on pigeons, so I mean,
You want me to tell you about how I feel about pigeons? Maybe we'll do that later. After that, team deathmatch. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we played a team deathmatch, and that was. Oh, is this the winners? I guess the winners
Yeah.
of that team deathmatch, where we played best 3 out of 5, I think, rounds.
Right.
And it was 2 teams of 4, and the winners were the winning team was Valnier, Heston,
That's Lord.
Lord
Valnier.
Valnier, Heston, Roford, and Agama.
Yeah, I know I messed up a little bit there. That's probably hard to read for you, wasn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Hey, stop
Hey,
reading
whoa,
all my
what's that?
stuff. I knew
Is that
you were
your
going to
2
do
truths?
that.
I did.
That's inside, and I didn't label which is which. So
I just read them.
okay. I'm not scared.
Now you have a strategic advantage.
He lies. He's a capper. You know what I mean?
no.
I never lie.
Okay.
Oh,
Anyway,
no, I am that hip. Oh, I'm hip. I'm hip. I know what the I what.
You know
I
what capper?
No
you know what
cap.
cap means?
I know what
Oh.
no cap means.
Yeah.
So.
What's it mean?
Crap.
no, that's not what it
the
means.
truth,
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it means no
Truth,
lie.
truth,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, is it short for something?
No.
Just cap?
Yeah.
Why is it cap?
I don't know why.
How did that?
Oh, now the
At
now
least
the
sus
youngsters
and-
are gonna school us.
Yeah.
Sus is like from something, right?
I have no idea.
Suspicious.
I might know. Yeah. Sus,
Or
sus is
Riz.
short. Yeah,
Like,
Riz
oh,
is.
rizzed her up.
Yeah, that's a thing too.
Charisma.
Right. But I don't think no cap
Cap
is really
comes
short
from
for
anything?
anything. I don't
Oh,
think
okay.
so.
It's
Weird.
Rad.
Rad?
Wow.
Radical?
I have to tell you this.
Okay. I'm ready.
The other day, I sent
Yeah.
a message to my son.
Okay.
Right? He's 17 now. And I put ROFL, like he sent me like a meme or something.
Okay.
And I put
I know what that
ROFL.
means. Okay.
And he literally texted back to me and said, "What does that mean?
Are you
what does
kidding me?
ROFL mean?"
You would think he would be hip
Old
enough
now.
to know that. Is that old?
That's
I think it's old
too
now.
far old.
Is
Yeah.
LOL
It's too
not
far
going to be known anymore?
LOL is just LOL now. It no longer stands for anything.
They
It's just
literally go, "Lol."
Lol.
Now. Yeah.
I'll tell you a funny story real quick. I won't use his name, although it is someone you know. So ask me about it after the podcast.
Okay.
So I had this. We have this friend, mutual friend that we know from LARP. He doesn't LARP with us anymore. It was a long time ago. Anyway, he was talking to this girl, and he was convinced that LOL meant lots of love. Okay. So she's going through a hard time. Her mom dies, and they're talking back and forth via text, and he's trying to like console her. Basically, and he's trying to say something with lots of love after the end of it.
This is the basis for a joke.
No,
This is,
no,
I mean,
this is real life.
this is real too.
Yeah, this is real. So, and again, I'll
real
tell you
life.
about it afterwards, who it is.
Okay.
And so he's like consoling her about her dead mom. And at the end of almost every single message he sends, he puts LOL, which is just pure comedy, and didn't realize until later when he wasn't getting the reactions he wanted why it was so funny. But eventually he found out and then felt obviously like a dirtbag, which is fair.
Did he try to do damage control on that?
I'm sure he did. I don't know really what the...
Follow up.
Yeah. But it happened, and it's hilarious.
I mean, after the first or second one, how would she not send back like,
What the hell is wrong with you?
"Why are you laughing at my dead mom?"
Yeah.
I kind of wish I knew the rest of the messages like specifically. Just so
Yeah, I
could
don't
laugh
remember
really
the
hard.
specific... I don't remember the specific messages. I just know, like, the entirety of the story.
Like
and
it'll
who
get
it
better
was.
over time. LOL.
And, like, when I tell you who it was, the story's funnier.
Okay.
The story is actually funnier when you know who it was. Because it's not someone you would consider stupid. Which makes it better, because they should have known.
Not someone you would consider stupid.
Right.
They just are.
Apparently. So, moving on with the
Surprise.
recap,
They're stupid.
because we got a little off topic here. Minion was next.
Yep.
Valnir won that.
Nice. You almost won that, didn't you?
Yeah, came down to me versus one other person. I just couldn't get it done. So, congratulations to Lady to Lady Elizabeth, who slayed me at the end of that.
Nice.
She reset the whole thing. So, anyway, that happened, and then we ended with another scramble. It was a good
Yeah,
time.
another 30 or 40-minute scramble, right?
Yeah, I had a good time doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So, that
Yeah, I
was-
feel like scramble was really nice the way it.
I don't know what you were doing over there, but it was weird.
Just moving the curtain around, you know.
Yep.
But,
Anyway, that was a recap.
But yeah, that scramble,
The second one?
both of them were like a good idea to keep warm and
Oh, I agree.
like sometimes when you play a game, you get eliminated too early on, and then you just like are sitting there watching everybody finish the game. And so it's good because it's not like that too.
I was just cold.
What a great point. Oh.
Whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
That you don't get eliminated out of that game. You get to keep playing all the way to the end.
That's true. Absolutely true.
It's very cold.
The stakes are kind of low, so you're also willing to get into a fight more. you know.
True. True. Although I
Anyway.
don't really care about the stakes anymore. Like when we started Minion, I literally rushed Valnir. I don't know if you saw it. I was like, one of us are going to win. Let's go.
I kind of thought about rushing you in the. I think I did,
Yeah, right after I killed Valnir.
but then I died.
And I killed someone else. I might have killed Heston too. And then you came at me.
Mm.
And then, without saying exactly, well, I don't mind saying it. I killed you. I hit you in the chest, and that's
No,
when.
you didn't.
Yes, I did. Dude, I messed you up today. I hit him in the
lying.
chest, and he goes, "Fuck." It was funny.
Yeah, I didn't even do the roleplay death. I
No,
was so
he was so
disappointed.
mad at himself.
Yeah,
That little short sword's fast, dude.
it is.
That's all I got.
It's not the
It's
length,
not
that's
the.
how you use
yeah,
it.
it's the speed.
That's all I got.
I mean, it's usually not about the speed.
It
You gotta
could
make
be.
last,
It could be.
I guess.
If someone's fast enough. Yeah, I'll tell you a funny story real quick. I don't want to use his real name. I had a person that was in my clan a long, long time ago, Knights of Oblivion days.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't there for a super long time, but he was a really big dude. I don't know if that helps you. and it wasn't Epsilon. It was another like warrior type, or he was Paladin, I think he played.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we went to the police academy together,
Mm-hmm.
and this was like one of the first interactions I've ever had with a guy. He was using the urinal, and I came up, and I started to pee too, and I'm standing next to him, and I just kind of like looked over at him, and I like at his face, of course, and I was like, "So that's all you're working with, huh?" Just like messing with him, you know. And keep in mind, this is like one of our first interactions. And he looks me back in the face and he goes, "You put 350 pounds behind anything, she's gonna feel it."
Oh.
And so we basically were just like best friends after that. It was like, he can take it. I like this guy. Anyway, I don't
Nice.
really know how that was relative, but my story made me think of that moment. And I thought it was funny.
Because you were saying fast.
I mean, I'm not.
Oh yeah,
I don't. That doesn't really do it for me. I mean,
maybe not for you, but for somebody maybe.
got like a pinky finger.
It's a solid joke, though.
It's a solid joke.
It's a good comeback.
It is a very good comeback.
Yeah, without missing a beat.
Mhm. Oh yeah, there was no beat and it was missed. No beat.
It is a good comeback.
Mm.
And
Explain
Nobody
this.
was missing.
Explain this joke to me.
Explain it to me like I'm 5.
Yeah. Not really.
Yeah, please don't.
Anyway.
Anyway, are we ready for anything else?
I
Because
guess
I'm ready for
ready.
Daveen's Corner. Woo! You wooed me.
I wooed you.
ooh.
You get a woo.
So, I have a belated Thanksgiving joke that I probably should have told last week on the podcast.
Before we go any further, this made me think of this.
The cornucopia here?
Yeah, do you appreciate the
No, I really
cornucopia?
do. Because this is what should be here, like, for Thanksgiving, not a Christmas tree. You know what I'm saying?
You can have both.
Now that we're past Thanksgiving, this doesn't bother me
Yeah.
as much. But, hey,
Walmart has both.
you don't like the cornucopia, dude?
Like right at Halloween.
You're going to get that cornucopia.
Yeah, get it. Yeah. Bring in the
Get
cat.
it, bruh.
We did last week.
Yes.
So anyway, this is my belated Thanksgiving joke, okay? So, what side of the turkey has more feathers?
I don't know.
Any guesses?
I have no idea.
What side of the turkey has more feathers?
The outside?
The outside.
True.
Is that not hilarious?
Yes.
I mean, you ruined the punchline, but
Yes. Your emphasis on side made me think.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was the joke. Somebody told me the joke, and I was like, I don't know. I feel like it's some play on like something about the backside.
Mm-hmm.
That was clearly wrong,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. Well, we're probably just like mind in the gutter situation. But yeah, the answer is the outside, and I think it's hilarious. Anyway, I wanted to tell you a quick story real quick.
A quick story, real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might
This is
take
not
it.
so quick. Come on now.
Well, okay. So, just to take a break here. My neighbors, they're lesbians.
Okay.
Just to preface that, I feel like that's important to the story.
Apparently.
They bought me a Rolex for my birthday. That was in October,
Okay.
which I thought was
Wow.
pretty cool. It's a freaking Rolex watch, you know? The only thing is, I really think that they misunderstood me when I say I wanted a watch.
I think they did.
Yeah, I think so too. But either way, that was
Daveen's
Daveen's Corner.
Cool.
Yeah. So where do we go from here?
I don't know. You want to do mine?
Can you not ask me that on camera?
What? Oh. Now I can't just say the quiet part
just
out
to
loud.
be clear, I probably should have told you this prior to my segment
Oh my
to give you an
God, my
opportunity to
question
get
is-
in.
Wild. Go ahead.
Get up in? What?
To get up in it. But the name of his segment is North's Feedback Frenzy. So whenever we're like, "Are you ready for?" you can get in on it if you want. What is that noise?
That's the frenzy of the feedback.
Oh,
Like little fish. Never mind.
yeah, right above my head. I'm not that smart. So if you could like dial back the jokes to like 4th or 5th grade level, I'd appreciate it. So are you ready over there?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Well,
It's
it's
time
time
for
for North's
North's
Feedback Frenzy. Still nothing.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna make sounds.
Okay, right on. Do you need some help with
This
this?
is freaking bizarre. Okay, so our question last
Guess
week
that's a no.
was...
Thanks for ignoring me.
Yeah, no. Thanks. So last week our question was, does the toilet paper go... I'm just going to start coming up with
Oh
these
my
questions.
gosh! Oh yes.
You
You
feel
mad
pretty
about
passionate?
this?
Over. It goes over.
She's really passionate about this, apparently.
I mean, I think everybody probably agrees agrees with that, right?
I mean, maybe.
We'll see. So it looks like our first comment or our first answer comes from our first bit of feedback about the toilet paper roll positioning
Right.
comes from Valnir. It says, doesn't matter which way you feel like putting it on there. I personally like to ask the person of the house which way they like it and doing it the opposite way.
Oh, no. I was like, he's so polite. And then it just took a
It
dive.
just got worse.
I was just thinking, yeah, like I've never asked the person which way to do it, and then he does that
True.
just
At work,
to,
I just appreciate it when they put the new rule on. That excites me.
and then just set it on
Leave
top.
you some-
That's how
yeah.
I like to do it. Is just set it on top of the empty roll
Now
sideways,
I know who.
just kind of crammed up on there.
By the way, we do have some differing opinions on here. I just kind of looked at all the comments, so
What?
this will be
I'm
interesting.
pretty sure if you look in the dictionary, like
The dictionary.
The dictionary, it says toilet
or
paper goes
whatever,
over.
like yeah. When you define toilet paper, it's
Well,
like
hold on.
It's gotta go like that.
Just listen to some of these comments. They
okay.
they
get there?
explain some stuff.
Okay.
And I even have some photos for the camera.
Some photos.
Oh my. Okay.
Are you gonna explain what toilet paper is to me? Because that would be exciting.
Do you want me to?
Oh yeah. Did you need to know? Or-
Can I have a visual?
Yeah, I can show you the original patent for toilet paper if you want. Which is what I was going to show the camera.
Yeah, do that.
I'll do it after.
Was it shaped like a toilet originally? Because that would be cool.
No.
Paper.
Anyway, continue on.
And then the next one comes from Trinity. It says, doesn't matter to me, but I've seen a meme that shows the patent for TP that shows it over the top.
Not a meme, real patent.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm getting at.
Unless he saw a meme with the real patent.
The patent's in the dictionary.
The patent could become a meme.
True. But it doesn't make it not a real patent. Wow. Anyway, continue on.
And then the next one comes from Heston. And it says, I prefer over. It just feels easier to use that way.
You need me to do this for you while you're reading these? Because I feel like there's like a big delay between all the
yeah,
comments.
maybe.
Okay.
And
well,
then
you
the
let me
next
take
one
care of
comes
this then.
from Daveen. It says the answer to the toilet paper question is definitely over the top. As Trinity already referenced, the original patent shows over.
Look at that.
True dat.
That was very concise and well put.
Yeah. I think so. Thank you. I have like a 8th grade reading level, so
Just a
Impressive.
5-year-old's ability to understand jokes.
true dat. I'm going to say true dat a lot.
From now on?
Yeah,
or-
starting right now.
Okay.
Rad.
Cool.
True dat.
Okay. And then the next one comes from Mercer Stitch. It says definitely over. Even without the patent, it just looks better. It's like folding towels with the edges on the inside. It's just the way it's supposed to be.
Some people don't know that anymore. You know there's a word for that?
Explain this to
There's
me.
a word for folding towels with the edges on the inside.
What the hell does that
Well,
mean?
what's the word?
I don't know.
and also,
My
I don't think I can.
grandmother knew.
I don't think I can spell stitch. Stitch.
I think so.
I put stich. I'm like, that's not right.
I mean, it would still
Let's-
sound really close.
Let's just
Stitch.
fix it.
Stitch.
That looks wrong too.
Stitch.
Stish,
Stish.
stish,
Stish.
stish.
All right, we can move on from that.
Okay. And then this isn't really an answer, but I think it's funny to point out.
He does answer.
Yeah, up here he has the actual answer, but Lord Reese also just kind of mentioned, I'm going out of my way to get a cornucopia. So,
Thank you for that, Reese.
yeah, thank you. And we have one.
There's a
so-
beautiful one right here if you can see it in the camera.
What? What? Okay, Lord Reese has a dissenting opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It says toilet paper goes under the roll, so if any animals play
Okay,
play
I was
with
about
it,
to ask, did someone add the cat thing?
Mm-hmm. That's what
Because-
this is about. And he does have a
I
cat.
guess
Cat.
so.
That's the only reason I would put it under, is if you have a cat that goes...
Because then they would just keep rolling it up.
Yep.
It wouldn't actually
Yep,
spin out.
or a dog.
Couldn't you just like correct that behavior though so they don't do it no more?
I mean, you can try. Well, believe me, I've tried.
Depends.
That's
Depends how ingrained, I guess.
That's fair. Or not fair, depending on how you look at it.
Cats are smart. They wait until you like leave, and then they're like, "I'm gonna do this."
You say they're smart.
And it
I just
actually
think they're
says-
jerks.
It says toilet paper
Smart,
goes under the.
exactly.
It goes under the roll, so if any animals play with it, either people or real animals,
People.
it won't keep unrolling itself. Animals are people too.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
What makes a people a people?
The species.
Yeah.
Do they gotta be human?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like are aliens, if they're smart, are they people?
No. They're aliens.
They're aliens. They're different species.
But people is based on like
Human.
personality, right? Not
No.
like
Mm-mm.
No, I don't think so.
Nope.
they're not a people.
Mm-mm.
It's
No.
only humans.
Right.
You could still be a decent being, but not a people.
I didn't know it was
Don't
specific
insult
to
animals. Don't
humans.
insult animals.
Yeah. As a
don't
general rule, I think or animals are better than people.
Mm-hmm.
In some ways.
Most of them.
Agreed.
Usually the crappy animals have been taught by people to be crappy.
Mm-hmm.
True. I think I've probably shared this story before, but I'll share it again. One time I was talking about how I helped turtles across the road.
Mm.
It might have been you that told me this. Somebody told me, and I was like, "Yeah, I will stop and help a turtle across the road before I'd help a person like walking." And they were like, "Well, you know, the turtle won't pull a knife on you and like rob you."
True. Some of them
So-
snapping turtles will take your finger, though.
True. True.
You gotta be careful.
I would let that one stay on whatever side of the road he on.
So you wouldn't help a snapping turtle.
Not if he snapped at me,
I mean, you won't know until it happens.
and then I would leave him there.
Okay, that's fair. Would you like try to like use your foot to move him into the middle of the road?
No, I'd probably just and run away.
What was that noise? Okay,
Something like
I
that.
figured I'd ask. I don't,
Actually, it'd probably be more like, and then I'd run away.
Yeah.
That was more realistic.
Hopefully it doesn't get you,
Yeah, I hope not.
because they bite hard.
Actually, if I actually saw a snapping turtle, I probably wouldn't help it. I'd be like,
Like, because you can tell the
cross
difference by
road."
just looking
Can
at
you?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you?
don't they have like big jaggedy?
So you don't know. You're asking questions.
No, he doesn't.
You have no idea.
I mean, I know the ones.
You
I look
don't
like,
know until their neck comes like out of the shell, and you're like, "What is that?"
I know the ones I've seen like on shows and stuff. I don't know if I've ever seen one in real life.
Do you remember the Turtle Man? Did you ever watch him? There was a guy named the Turtle Man, and his whole job was like go into people's ponds and remove snapping turtles. It was like a TV
How many
show for a
fingers
while.
did he have?
Probably not 10. He was like, "Yee,
No, I don't know.
I'm the Turtle Man." He was crazy, dude.
And he would just go jab his hands and
Yeah, he would like
areas.
literally just like go into these ponds and like go under the water and just come out with snapping turtles.
I feel like
No,
this
thanks.
has gotten very off track.
I do.
That's
I have
what we
seen,
do.
I have seen the noodling
Oh,
Yeah, noodling's
Ooh,
cool.
That's creepy.
where they just go jabbing their hand in a hole and
And they come out with a giant catfish.
they're like, "Here's the bait."
To be honest,
And then
that's
they
like
just shove
one of
their-
the most gnarly things you can do because those catfish like twist and stuff.
I bet.
So like,
Yeah, and once their makeup's off, they're even uglier.
true that.
You understood that joke.
Yeah. I think it's funny. Did you think it was funny?
Yeah.
Then why didn't you laugh?
I don't know. It wasn't that funny.
Oh, well.
Just all right.
So anyway,
You want me to
that was
Rate it. Oh.
Norse Feedback Frenzy.
Still only sounds, sorry.
Obviously, this hasn't been pointed out, although it should be obvious. We're missing two of our regular hosts today. Eric the Red, unfortunately, couldn't be here. He was in some, well, I don't want to get too personal or whatever, but he was having some medical stuff, and unfortunately, Mercer Stitch is not feeling well today either. So, hence why we have a guest today.
It's just me.
It's not just you. Like, we're not going to, like, demean you. We're happy to have you.
Yay.
But we're here
Thank
too.
you for accepting. But we're,
We're not going
but we're here too. That's kind of funny.
Kinda.
Yeah,
Why didn't
also-
you laugh? Thanks. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Feel much better now.
I feel like I should say this too. The Trash Bash, I believe, is on December 4th. Let me check the calendar real quick. But that would be the following Monday after this. Yes,
I don't know
December
that-
4th.
I don't know that you would have the answer to this, but you know how we were talking about skipping a month on the Trash Bash? Have you heard of this?
Yeah.
Because of, like, we were thinking, well, if it gets, like, icy and snowy and stuff. What I would like to do is if there's, are we doing it any earlier? Or is it still just 5?
No, I think it's 5 o'clock. And I also was told that they may not stay as long as they normally stay. Like they're going to go out there and try to pick up some trash or whatever, but that they may not stay as long.
What I'd like to start doing is going every other month to the property to help pick up trash. I have a bunch of stuff like kind of in an area where if I had a few people for an hour or whatever, it'd be pretty easy to get a lot of it picked up.
That's fair.
So maybe not this month or
Yeah,
this
maybe we
this
start
time.
that the next month. We'll talk to the people who
especially if it's,
run the
like,
trash
icy
bash and all
crazy.
that.
It might be easier to just go out there and do that.
That's
than
fair.
It would be we could get a fire going or something too.
Sure. Maybe we talk about that at a different time, like once we have it worked out.
But this time, yes.
But this time,
the trash
December
bash.
4th, trash bash, normal location, 5 o'clock. Be there or be square.
Yep.
Which I don't want to be. I don't want to be square.
I don't either.
Do you want to be square?
I'm probably going to end up being square because I'm probably going to be at work.
I mean, I can't, well, let's not get into that, but for all the people that can come, you do get some experience for coming, and obviously we appreciate you being there. So,
True.
I want to.
I'll have to talk to my boss, see if I can.
see if you can get off in time.
Yeah.
Is your
And get
boss
off
like
early
a slave driver?
I'll make sure
Yeah,
you get
sometimes.
off. I'll make sure
Sometimes.
you get off in time.
Oh, okay.
There was a pause there. Everybody noticed it. Anyway, so we want to do another segment?
Yes, but we have to have a question for this one. And we don't have a question prepared. So
Well, give me some time to think of something, and I'll have an answer.
Okay.
Actually, here's my question. So for the
Dang.
people, So for the people that were there today, it was a little chilly, but we were able to put up a couple tarps, and we ended up with the, thanks to Lynn here, who picked up the gas that we needed in order to run it. We had a
Propane.
propane
Yeah.
patio heater.
Yeah.
I got gas.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
She does
Don't
have
be
gas.
embarrassed about it.
It's pretty bad.
I helped you with your gas there at the
You
end.
did. You did.
Yeah.
A little bit at the end.
Yeah. But my question is, does having the patio heater change whether or not you would come out to Phlarp? Like, knowing that you can warm up if you need to, does that change or influence whether you would come out or not? That's my question. What do you think of
I
that?
think that would be the difference between you coming out or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Because it does get cold out there.
And it'd be nice to make sure that I'm bringing it for the people that. I mean, I know the people that are coming out there would probably, I guess, still come if the heater, even if I didn't have the heater, that they appreciate it. But
But it's a luxury that is very nice to have. Even for me, who I'm one of those people that's going to come out regardless. Like being able to go over there and warm up for even a couple of minutes is a huge thing, especially when it gets colder than it was today. Because today it was like in the mid 30s.
the wind was the worst part.
The
about
wind was
today.
what made today a little cold. But I mean, just having the ability to go over there and warm up for 5 minutes changes everything. So
Yeah, heck, I'm already planning like how many heated blankets I'm going to buy.
yeah. See, my thing is layering. So like when I go out there, I'm like, okay, today it's cold enough. I need at least 2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of socks. How many, you know what I mean? My main issue is gloves right now. I need to find some warmer gloves that I can actually fight in.
I think I'm going to take your advice and try to get some kind of like sock cap or something to put over my head too. 'Cause my
Yeah, I
head
don't
was
think the
getting chilly.
mohawk's going to be necessary in the wintertime because it's just too cold.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
my ears were freezing.
Normally, I know you probably can't see them, or maybe she removed them, but we try to wear elf ears out there for if we're an elf. There you
got
go.
'em
You
on.
can kind of see the edges there. In the wintertime, I put my sock cap on, and I don't put my elf ears on because it's too cold, which probably makes me a sissy, and that's okay.
And also, this is kind of like, I guess, loosely related, but once we go to the property too, I mean, it's always going to be an issue a little bit at the park, but at the property, staying warmer will be a lot easier because we can, over time, insulate and make the buildings that we have there be more efficient at holding in heat. And we'll have electricity and everything, so.
Are you? This might be a silly question. Are you planning on insulating any of those buildings? Or what are you going to use? Just like spray foam? What are you going to do? Do you know yet?
No, I'm not totally sure. In the beginning, it's like it might just be mainly putting a layer of plastic at least on the inside of each one of them. Like a single layer of, at least one layer of plastic on the inside, because it just helps block the wind and trap the heat in and stuff. But as far as like actual insulation, yeah, I might just get like the rolly out foam or whatever, and just put them in the because they're gonna be pallet buildings, but just put them down inside of the slots of the pallets or whatever,
That makes
something
sense.
like that.
So if you're like just putting in
bunch of foam
plastic,
coolers from work, maybe.
Yeah.
if you're putting plastic or whatever, would you encourage like gassy foods? Like, are we serving beans?
That's at your own risk,
you know?
I guess.
I'm just asking questions.
I think if it adds to
Maybe.
the warm air, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what it smells like as long as it's warm.
I mean,
He's a, I'm just asking questions.
it might depend on exactly how
Well, it de-
smelly
yeah,
it is.
that's fair. And I guess it would depend on the person and their like particular scent of gas.
Because imagine you're in the
And
tavern, it's nice
what
and warm,
gives
it's
them
all
gas?
toasty.
Well, that's why I say, do we serve like beans and like stuff that like
Well,
typically
it's probably, I mean, unless
Whitey's.
I mean, if you eat it right then, it's probably going to be later. So we're just going to.
Well, that's why I say you serve it for like dinner, and then like when it's bedtime or whatever, it would be warm maybe throughout the night, given the gas in the air. It's just a strategy I just kind of thought of on the
It's
fly.
a very Dutch oven strategy.
A strategy.
Yeah, just to keep warm. You do what you got to do, you know.
Are you
We're not having
it? I mean, that depends. It sounds like you're trying to.
I'm just saying it's an idea.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Like
We'll see.
you know,
I mean,
some
I've been in
people
a room where it clears the room, you know?
your specific scent,
No.
Lynn.
Oh, I mean, I do have a good story about a technician who,
Yeah,
wow, it was bad.
really,
Yes.
My farts don't
Previous is so far true.
really. Like they don't stink
I
at
did a
all, or
test.
they're not like room clearing.
I mean, sometimes they
I mean,
do stink if
sometimes
you're
rarely, but yeah.
if your face is right in there.
That might have been too much information there, but I'd love to hear the story about this technician.
Yes, previous job, but
Yeah.
yes. So I was in a room looking at this dog, and start to smell something, and
Assume it's the dog, probably.
yeah, I assumed it was the dog, and I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything because then the owner over there is gonna think it's super awkward and think I farted.
True.
So I just wait until the lady goes, "Oh, doggy, you're farting." I
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, it smells really bad. Like it's making my eyes water. It's pretty bad at this point." My tech is just holding the dog, and we leave the room, and she starts cracking up, and I go, "Why are you laughing? Like that was a pretty bad fart in there."
Yeah.
She goes, "Yeah, that was me."
Oh,
She had let out a little toot with no sound.
sometimes the silent
it
ones are the worst.
It burned.
Yeah.
Like why?
Why is it that dog farts almost always smell like shit? Like just straight shit. I don't know what is about like, because like sometimes with a human, like they'll let out a fart and it like doesn't stink that bad. But when a dog farts, I know it was a dog, because it stinks like straight poop.
I mean, if it doesn't smell like shit, then you just think it wasn't the dog.
That's fair.
You're like, "Oh, my dog didn't fart," and then your dog does fart, and you're like, "Oh, the dog farted."
Speaking of which, so you guys work at a vet, whatever. I know you were a groomer for a while. When you have to express those anal glands, does it stink really bad?
Depends
Oh
on
no,
the
it
dog.
smells good.
Depends on the dog. It's really great when it ends up on your face.
Yeah,
Does that happen?
Only twice so far.
not to me.
Goodness
The
gracious.
wall sometimes. Yeah.
That bad?
My mouth.
Was it
has
just like
been
a lot of
closed
buildup?
both times. Yeah. You never know where it's gonna go. Once I got an owner straight up on the shirt. And like,
Oh, no.
Sadly, I feel like this was that owner's only shirt, so
Really?
I felt bad.
Really? You're like, did they look like they were a one shirt kind
Yeah,
of
they kind of
person?
look like a one-shirt person.
Yikes.
And
Were they upset?
no, they were really chill about it.
Well, that's good.
I also had one lady like do a duck. And,
Nice.
like barely missed her. It was very ninja-like.
Good for
Like
her.
it would have hit her if she didn't duck.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, I don't know what this
Good
says about
reflexes.
me exactly, but when you said that you had a technician that like let out this like fart that almost cleared the room, I envisioned a man,
No, it's a
and I
woman.
feel like that makes me
It was
sexist
like
in some way.
100-pound woman. It was like a skinny, mini 100-pound.
I wonder what
woman.
she ate.
I mean, this is.
Could
the
you
same
tell via the
technician
fart?
No, I couldn't. I mean, she ate a lot. She grew some of her own food. And,
Maybe
I
that's
mean,
the issue.
She was so intense of like, we don't waste that she tried to eat clotted milk once.
Please stop. That's you took it too far. That's
Did she eat it with a
where the
spoon?
line was.
So
The fart was fine, but
Might
you
have
start
been.
talking about expired milk. I can't do it. Just can't.
it's not expired.
Also, at the groomer, it was only externally
Oh yeah.
I don't really know what that means.
the
expressing the anal glands was only external.
Oh. Oh, I see. Gotcha.
So
Okay.
internally is a little,
Just a little different.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more extreme.
Yeah, you can't have your hand over it. I mean, and then sometimes the
Just
opening
one,
is kind
like a
of,
knuckle deep.
yeah, a couple knuckles.
So this is the Phlarpin Podcast. Are you guys ready to move on? You wanna play our game?
Let's do this.
Okay. Do you want to know what the
what is this?
segment's called?
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Yes, I do.
Goodness gracious. This is normally Mercer Stitches segment, and so the name for this one is Mercer's Extraordinary Stitches. Okay? So are you guys ready for Mercer's Extraordinary Stitches? I'm so proud of you. They just make noises.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
So we have decided, actually, let me correct that. Lynn decided that for our game today, we were going to play 2 truths and a lie. So my question is, who would like to start today?
I'm the guest, so I'll start.
Okay,
So
Okay.
let's hear what you got.
here are my 2 truths and a lie. I am allergic to mango. I have a tattoo, and I enjoy lima beans.
Interesting.
Is
So
it
here's my. So do you have
serious?
any thoughts on this? Do you know any of these things?
Shh, you can't. Don't cheat. Don't tell him. Lead him
We're
astray.
working together.
Lead him astray.
Is she allergic to mango? Let's start with that.
I feel like he should know 2 out of 3 of these things.
That's silly. Then why would you do that? Okay. What do you know? Let's start there. Let's work together.
This is a trap.
I mean, it is a little bit.
I agree. I feel like the lima beans is extreme enough
'Cause-
that she likes lima beans. So I'm already.
It's
That's a
extreme
truth.
enough. That's
Lima beans are
extreme.
gross, but I think she really likes lima beans. You probably know the tattoo thing.
Dude, I know. That's the part that's your trap. Because I don't recall a tattoo.
Yes, I
but-
feel like that would be the lie. But what's the other one? Allergic to mango. That's like just a weird off the wall thing to say if it's a lie. All right, without his influence, I'm going to say that you don't have a tattoo. But I'll wait for him and then you can tell us what's going on there.
I'll say that you're not allergic to mango.
How did he get it right and you didn't?
Yes.
He got it right. So you are allergic
I
to
am.
mango?
I am slightly. I get that tingly feeling in my
Oh,
mouth
yeah.
when I still eat it. It
Oh,
doesn't
I do
stop
remember
me.
you having a conversation
But yeah,
with me
like,
about
it
the
makes my
tattoo,
tongue
not
feel-
the
And it's
mango.
just mango.
Yeah.
It's not like all citrus
No,
fruits or
just mango. And I think
Weird.
it's a somewhat common thing. Like people.
That's sad
you
because
get that,
mango
like-
is so good.
I still eat it. It just
Yeah.
makes my tongue fluffy.
Makes your tongue fluffy.
I don't know. I thought that was just how it was.
So no tattoo.
No
The
tattoo,
fact
and
that
I
you
do
got
enjoy
that
lima
one
beans.
wrong.
I do remember a conversation about the tattoo
I
now.
do have my eyebrows microbladed, so that's kind
That's
of tattoo-ish,
not-
But it's not a tattoo.
No. And actually, my sister just got hers microbladed too. She
Nice.
thinks she's cool. My understanding is it's quite expensive.
Yeah. It's painful.
And you still don't you have to still like have them touched up
can.
occasionally and stuff? It's painful.
It's painful.
Hmm.
They take a little scalpel blade for
That's
about
a
an hour
crazy noise.
on your face.
Yeah. To be fair, I probably need some work done to my face.
I agree.
Thanks. Yeah. Okay. You want to go next? You want me to go?
I'll go next.
Okay. Yeah, really sprinkle that in the mic.
The Android phone I have now is the first smartphone I've bought.
That you've bought.
That he's bought. That's
Ooh,
interesting.
tricky.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
My pets are all named after Beatles songs or references.
That's probably true. Though I don't know the name of his animals, which makes it a little harder.
I do.
Okay, we'll have to help each other. Keep going.
And I haven't had COVID-19 at all.
Okay. No.
Oh, I think I know the answer to that.
I know that's true. That he knows of.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
true.
And the Beatles thing seems right.
So what?
What's the name of his animals?
I mean, Prudence,
Okay. That is one. So-
Roxanne.
Okay. That
Not Roxanne. No. Who? Please don't bite me. Gosh, what was it?
what?
This is how you remember.
Please don't bite me in
Yes.
the face.
Wasn't it Roxy? No, am I thinking of? I'm getting it wrong. I think.
Well, if one of them's Prudence, we're already off
One
to a
of 'em
good
is
start.
Prudence.
Okay. So then my guess is going to be the smartphone one. That's going to be my guess.
to remember.
Please don't bite me in the face.
Don't take my man just because you can. What is that?
That sounds like a Dolly Parton
Yeah,
song.
what is that? It's Reba McEntire.
Jolene?
Dolly, yeah, Jolene.
That's not a Beatles song.
Because we sung it to her. We sung that song.
What do you think? We need an answer.
Maxine, not Roxanne. Maxine. Don't bite my face just because you can.
Oh, wow. Either way, I'm still going with the smartphone thing.
Smartphone thing. So is that a Beatles reference?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know the
either.
Beatles
I'll
songs
tell
that
you
well.
afterward.
I don't know. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I'll go with the smartphone thing too.
Okay, you guys got me.
Yeah.
That's-
It was
that's
that
not
little
the first
thing
one
at
I
the
bought.
end. It was the little thing at the
Bought.
end.
Originally, that was going to be one of my truths, and I was going to put the Android phone I have now as the first iPhone I've bought, which is true. But then I went ahead and changed it to the first cell phone I bought.
The Android phone is the first iPhone you bought? That's like...
Whatever, the iPhone I
Okay.
bought's the first one.
Or
Like
whatever.
Either
I've
way.
never had a
Okay.
previous version of
True.
iPhone.
True.
But you guys got me. That's correct. You guys are right.
2 for
I'm
2.
terrible at lying.
Now,
so.
if I win this, I'm the ultimate winner, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, here's what we got. I got a list of my favorite things.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You can stare me in the eyes if you want, but it will tell you nothing.
Why'd you add that part?
Because I knew you were going to try anyway.
Confident.
Yeah. My favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. My favorite beer is Busch Light. And my favorite candy is Reese's Cups. 2 truths and a lie. And I picked these things specifically because I don't think we've ever had a conversation about any of these things.
Okay.
I even wrote them down for you.
Reese's Cups. What was the middle one?
Favorite beer is Busch Light.
Just like on impulse, I would pick that
That
middle
is
one
like
probably.
that is like America right there.
America.
Reese's Cups, Thanksgiving, and Busch Light.
There you go.
Except for maybe Bud Light, like. Although now they're like Japanese or whatever.
And you
so-
haven't mentioned the holiday thing? I feel like you've mentioned that.
Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't. Maybe you should think about it.
My
When he had a
favorite.
Thanksgiving
This is
joke.
an interesting strategy.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite. Okay.
A list of my favorite things that I didn't think North knew. Because sometimes I've used things in the past that he's like, wait a minute, I know you have this. And he like uses deductive reasoning to like put things together. I don't think he's going to be able to do that here.
Yeah, I don't know that I would eliminate
that he wouldn't eliminate.
Mm-hmm.
one of these very easily.
What do you think?
Because I could.
Because you're just taking a blind guess at this point, right?
True, yeah.
And I
Pretty
feel like
blind
you've
guess.
talked about food enough
That I like am a Thanksgiving
that
fanatic.
you might really like Thanksgiving. Yes.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go with the Thanksgiving thing because it's right here. So
It's like right in your
yeah,
face.
it's in your face. So I think that was the lie because you're just like it's Thanksgiving time right now ish. So I'm
Okay.
gonna put that.
All right. What
So
do you think, North?
that's the lie?
Yeah.
I think that your favorite beer is not Busch Light.
You are both wrong. My
That's it.
favorite candy by far is a Heath bar.
I
Dang.
feel like maybe he could just fake his favorites and just choose whichever
I mean,
Oh, maybe.
technically I could, but I didn't.
is a Heath bar.
It is a Heath bar.
Whose favorite candy is a Heath
I'm
bar? It's
old.
Good.
It's like an
good,
old
but
person candy, but I
like
really
it,
like
but-
toffee. Really like.
I like toffee too, but like
The only thing
favorite, it gets stuck on your teeth.
flavor, I will say that is the worst. I keep a bag if I can of miniature Heath bars in my room and basically at all times, which is great for my diabetes.
Is it?
Good to suck on.
Interesting.
I do that. I suck the chocolate off and then I eat the toffee
Oh, yeah, you
last.
Suck on it.
Yeah, I suck it clean. Suck it clean.
Okay. Cool.
Anyway, that was Mercer's Extraordinary Stitches. You did so
I forgot the
good.
name of it.
Dumbass. I'm an idiot.
Nice.
Okay. So what we got next?
Well, there's only one segment left. What are we doing time-wise?
We're on 48 minutes.
No,
So we're doing
we're-
good.
we're doing
The
great.
Suggestion box then?
The suggestion box is what is next. So where are the suggestions? And again, we didn't have a lot of them today. It was a little cold. I'm not sure people wanted to get their little fingers out to write suggestions.
And by the
Mine
time
were pretty
I
cool.
was going to make an announcement about putting
cool.
neutral and positive suggestions,
People had already left.
yes. So
I do appreciate you giving me this one. Thank you.
okay, you're welcome. You want me to start?
Yeah, sure.
Or we could finish on this one. Actually,
Okay.
This is serious.
We can finish on that one.
This one's serious.
I've said that before.
So this one, defender warriors could use more abilities and ways to protect their shield from abilities.
Right, and which is something we've kind of talked about, but I don't think it's just defender warriors. I think it should be all classes with shields if we were to do that. The problem is you're talking about revamping a lot of abilities. And so if we did do something like that, I think it would take some time.
here's a question.
Okay.
Because we had talked about this a little bit previously about Shield Bash. What if Shield Bash, just hypothetically, because this may be a stupid idea, but let's say Shield Bash is you contact your shield with somebody's weapon or they hit your shield. You say Shield Bash and it disarms their weapon.
Oh, that's crazy, but kind of cool. It
And
would
so you
make
don't really
somebody
have to-
second think disarming somebody.
Yeah, is there a limit to how much you can use that?
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
I feel
yes,
like you
yes,
could
yes.
just boom, boom, boom.
So-
No, you just use it over and over.
You would
Every
get-
single person you fight.
Every time you
Just keep
purchase the
fighting.
ability, so you can purchase an ability up to 3 times. So technically you could get it up to 3 times. But my question is, would you use it just to prevent from disarm, or would that work any shield, like destructive abilities or disarms? Like, so if somebody went to annihilate my shield, could I still shield bash it?
Well, I don't know how it would interact with other things. I just thought about that when you said
Neutralize
that.
it, maybe?
So, like,
let's
if they say disarm at the same time as you shield bash, you're both disarmed. But if they annihilate at the same time as you shield bash, then they're disarmed and your thing is destroyed. I guess.
that sounds really complicated. Let's
Like you still just honor
put a
both.
pin in that.
I wasn't considering any other abilities towards it. I was just saying as a way to.
But we already
counter
have like an
attack, it would just be
anti-disarm
shield
ability,
bash.
don't we?
Yeah, I think there's one called Spartan.
Okay, so let's pin that idea and
Okay.
try to come up with some other things. But I do like the idea of adding some more abilities. But
Like
I
a
feel
shield activated.
I don't think
ability.
it should just be for defender warrior. I think it should be any class with a shield.
Okay.
So that's my opinion anyway. Sometimes, believe it or not, my opinion's wrong. If you ask someone else, if you ask me, it's always right.
It is your opinion.
Right.
So.
It's hard to be wrong.
Do
Anyway,
you ever just think to yourself, my opinions are wrong?
I like sometimes I'll tell you this is kind of funny. I'll tell you who I am as a human being. Sometimes I will start an argument with someone when I know I'm wrong, just to piss them off. And I do this somewhat frequently, especially to people that I know I can get like,
Riled up about
oh
it.
yeah, like some people are like really passionate about certain topics, and I'll know they know, and that's really the people that I target. So sometimes I realize I'm wrong and still piss them off.
Do you ever do that to me?
Probably.
Okay.
Hold on. Self high five.
Cool.
It's pretty lame, actually.
Is it?
Yeah. Sorry, Eric. He never even commented when I did it last week. He's clearly not watching.
Oh yeah.
Sad.
Because you said that was for him, right?
Yeah, it was for him, and he never even acknowledged it.
Do you ever self high five?
Do you want to start self high fiving?
All the time.
That's lame. Anyway, you're up next.
Clapping is self high fiving. Oh,
I already did mine.
I'm up next.
Did you?
Yeah. You're
There
up
was
next.
more abilities.
Okay, I can
Oh,
do
yeah.
it. No, you were going to finish.
Okay. I want to finish on this.
On a piece of paper?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Five
So
Even
this
if, like-
says, here we go. Instead of nerfing the polearm itself, you could move them to defender warrior and give champ warrior shield block or shield back. And that's the suggestion. So instead of nerfing the polearm itself, you could move them to defender warrior and give champion warrior shield back. So here's what I'm going to say about that. This is just my initial thought.
Can you mansplain nerf in this instance?
Are you being for real?
Yes.
Okay, so when something gets nerfed, it just means we are going to lessen the effectiveness of something.
Oh, okay.
Why do they call it that? Is it Nerf like?
Probably because it's a Nerf gun, maybe, and it's like
That's
not a
very
real gun.
effective. Not a very effective gun. I tried to kill things with the Nerf gun. It didn't work.
What were you trying to kill with it? Because I feel like that matters. Human? Yeah, that's a problem. So here's my initial thought with this. I don't know that it makes any sense to make a weapon that should really be an aggressive weapon to the
give it back
defender
to the
ability
defense, yeah.
and then give a shield back to it's backwards. It doesn't make any sense. So for me, I would say no to this.
Are they just talking about like the makeup of abilities for the defensive where they feel like would be better? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think they just don't want the polearm nerfed, and they're saying, this is just my take on it. I could be wrong. So if you're the one that wrote this, let us know in the comments if I'm interpreting this wrong.
If you want.
If you want, you don't have to. But I'm interpreting it like they're saying they don't want the polearm nerfed. Does it make more sense to give the polearm to defender warrior and give shields back to champion warrior? But to me, it just doesn't make any sense from like a, what's the word I'm looking for? It just doesn't make any sense based
From
on what the
practical,
classes are.
like a
Yeah,
practical.
practical application. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So I think that there are other things we can do that will be more effective than that. But that's my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they were. Because it literally sounds like we would be doing what we did. We're
just reversing
yeah.
what we did prior. Doesn't make any sense to me.
And the reason we took polearms away from defensive warriors wasn't because the polearms.
Really what we did is we took shields away from champion warriors
Right,
because
right.
it was way overpowered. So we were like, well, at least like the abilities for defender warrior aren't as like destructive as the ones for champion warrior. And therefore it made more sense to take shields away from the champion warrior in hopes that more people would go defender warrior, which have less destructive abilities.
Right.
At least that was my
Because
interpretation of
people
what
were
happened.
picking champion warrior, but then just using all.
Shields and
Right. And then the last one we have just says increase global warming so I don't freeze.
I think that's wise.
yeah, that makes sense. Though I feel like global warming is giving us hotter summers and colder winters.
Then you
So
can
I'm
just-
Yeah,
not
more
really
extreme
sure that
temperatures.
works.
Right.
Yeah, use the AC. Just even it out.
Dude, I hate hot summers.
Yeah.
Like, I'm way better in the cold than I am in the heat. But it's also probably because I'm chunky. I got more fat on my body than most people, you know? So I handle the cold a little bit better.
True dat.
True that. Anyway, that was a suggestion box. Anything else you want to talk about today?
No, I guess not. Did you want to talk about anything else?
Do you want to talk about the ideas that Trinity have, or would you rather do that in a Patreon exclusive?
Yeah, let's do it in a Patreon exclusive.
Okay, well, do you remember what you were supposed to say?
Hang on.
Oh,
Be sure to like the video or don't.
Naturally.
Whatever. You know, dislike it. That's cool. Or subscribe and make sure you leave a comment down below
True.
answering our question, which was
does having the patio heater out there
Oh, yeah.
change whether or not you would come out?
And would you prefer white gravy or brown gravy?
Oh, yeah, that seems important too. Specifically with chicken strips.
oh yeah,
The chicken strips.
like chicken strips dipped in.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously white gravy.
You're wrong. Anyway,
Let's get out of here.
I did know, and then I got distracted. So we hope you. We hope you keep listening.
and we hope you keep fighting in the name of our capital, Darvishan. And I missed the first one.
Yeah, I was like wondering. We hope to see you all next week. Bye.
No seeds on the bun. That one. Be up in this drive-through. Order for two. You ever heard that rap? We do that at the end. So if you don't do it with us, it's gonna be really awkward. What's the